Hi everyone, welcome to Nana's Tiny Kitchen. I want to show you guys today because we're like only one day away from Easter, but you can certainly cook this for any occasion if you have large family coming over or if you just like the recipe. We're going to do a fresh ham. Now this was from one of the piggies that we raised. But most people, when they go to the supermarket, they will buy the spiral ham or the one that's in the package, and it's usually already cooked. It's smoked, it's cooked. This is smoked, but it's not cooked. So this is going to go in the oven for quite a long time on very, very, very low. But the glaze or the top of what we're going to put on it, you can certainly do on a cooked ham, and it'll come out delicious. Trust me, I've tried it on both. Okay. First, we're going to take a little bit of brown sugar, and this is about 1/3 cup. And I'm going to put it in a bowl. I'm going to take about 1 tablespoon of mustard. Yep, that's good. I am going to grate some fresh ginger. I want to say about half a teaspoon. You know, ginger has a very strong flavor, so you really don't need a lot. But this is a pretty big ham. This we're talking is almost 8 pounds. So no, I'm not feeding the neighborhood, but it was one of the smaller ones that we had. The last one I cooked, I think, was almost 7 pounds. That was a lot of ham. Okay, we got about half a teaspoon of that. And now let's see, where's my spoon? Okay. Now I'm going to add in some crushed pineapple, and it's in the juice. No sugar added, just fresh pineapple. And I'm probably going to add about half of this can because I want to reserve some of it when I'm making my gravy. Oh, Lisa, why did you do that? Now you need another spoon. Okay, excuse me for 1 second. I'm going to grab another spoon so I can spoon this out. And we got the juice. Oh, this is so delicious. Yeah, that's about half of a can. And this is a 20-ounce can. Okay, we're going to get this all mixed up. This comes out so freaking good that you don't even need to add anything else to your gravy when you're making this. You're going to have all the juices from the ham that are going to be in the pan. And all the flavors are already in there. So all you're going to have to do is maybe make a little roux, take that juice, put it in, and you've got a nice, delicious, thick gravy without having to add any more ingredients. Because the ham is already salty. Okay, now that we got that stirred really good, we're going to score the ham. I got a little paring knife that's very, very sharp. And we're just going to go across. And now this way. Now when I cook this, I'm going to kind of leave it on its side because if I sit it up, I don't think I could get all the foil over it. But it's going to go on really low. Now if you're doing this on a cooked ham already, you'll probably need about 2.5 hours. But I set my oven is at 325 degrees. And I'm only going to turn it up the last maybe hour of cooking. Maybe a little bit less than that. But because I want this to get all crispy. You know how you have those crispy pieces that your family battles over? Okay, now I got fresh cloves. These are whole cloves. You can use the ground cloves. I prefer to use the whole ones. And you're just going to poke them in there. Now make it like a game. You can do a tic-tac-toe if you want, whatever you want. You're going to get all these cloves in here. The cloves and the smoked ham is wonderful together. Now since it's only the two of us, and both of my kids have plans for Easter, I suppose we're going to have a lot of leftover ham. Because that's why I picked this one. I was planning on cooking for everybody, Well, the good thing about this too is you could slice it up and you could do split pea soup. You can freeze some. Yeah, I want to put plenty of cloves in there because I like that flavor. And it's so cool because the whole cloves, you just poke them right in there. You don't have to do anything. Right into the meat. This comes out so delicious. I will never steer you wrong when it comes to food. You do this recipe and trust me, everyone's going to be drooling. Little more, little more. As you can see, I put quite a bit of cloves in there. When I did the crisscross, I kind of went where it was crossed and used that to gauge how much I wanted in there. All right, I think that's good. Okay, now I'm going to take my mixture and slather it all over. I love that word, slather. Let's put you on this way, like this. Maybe I'll stick a little bit of cloves in the face part here. Get in there, you. Why not? You're not getting away. See, normally I would roast it like this, but I'm not sure if I can get it in my oven. It really doesn't matter because it's going to be covered in foil tightly. But I'm going to sit it up like this so I can get all of that stuff slathered on there. Okay, let me give my hands a rinse. All right. Oh, and I almost forgot, a little bit of lemon. Now I'm going to add a little bit of zest of the lemon in my mixture. It just kicks it up a little notch. I love the lemon flavor in so many recipes. You don't need a lot. Use this knife to scrape it off. Because don't forget, you already have your citrus with the pineapple. The lemon just kicks it up just a little bit. And now we are going to start slathering. And don't worry if it's falling all over or whatever. Do not fret. Most of the time I do this just with my hands. Just get in there. Get in there. Okay, I just want to get a little bit on the face because I'm going to turn it over. Now, mind you, all of the juices from this are going to be on this bottom. And there we go. Oh. This is what love looks like. Okay, I'm going to need my hand for this. I'm going to take my clean hands, and oh, unfreaking believable. Now this is going to go in my oven because it's such a big ham, and it's not cooked, it's just smoked. It's going to go in my oven for probably about 5 or 6 hours on 325. We want to go slow and low. Get over there. Yes. Yes. Delicious. Okay, let's rinse my hands off. Need some paper towel. Okay, now I'm going to cover this. Nice and tight. Now, you might even need 3 pieces to go across. Look how gorgeous. Can you see that? Gorgeous. (325 degrees) I have it one down from the center. It's so big. All right, there it's nice and tight. And in you go. Oh, what a mess. Okay, now I'm going to set my timer for, hours and hours and hours. Here it's about 11 o'clock in the morning, so I'm thinking by 4 o'clock this should be done. Let's do 5 hours first and then I'll check it. Only because I want to do that gravy. Okay, everyone. Really, trust me, you have to try this. It is so good. All right, when this comes out, I'll start putting the gravy together and I'll show you how delicious this is. All right, I just pulled this ham out of the oven and I bumped up my temperature to 375. So let's just take a peek and see what we got going on. A lot of steam. Because I'm going to remove this foil for the last little bit that the ham is going to be cooking, because I want it to be nice and crispy. Oh, look at how gorgeous. Can you see all the juices that are on the bottom here? Gorgeous. I'm going to take a fork to it to see how much more we got to go. Oh my God. It's like falling apart. Delicious. And this is all the pineapple that was up top. Now to make my gravy, I'm just going to need a little bit of chicken stock to make sure I got plenty of liquid for that. Oh my God, this is so good. It's like falling apart. Okay. Now this is going to go back into the oven probably for another half an hour just to get it all crisped up on the top. So let's get this back in. And then when we pull it out, we'll start making our gravy. All right. And there we go. Okay, I just pulled this beautiful ham out of the oven. Let's shut this oven off. Now, I'm going to take the foil that I was cooking with it, and I'm going to cover it. I want it to stay gorgeous. And I want to show you what's in this pan is going to make some fantastic gravy. So I'm going to start my pan right here. I'm going to need a lot of gravy, so that's why I have this pan here. And I'm going to start with some butter because I want to make a roux. Because you can never have enough butter. This is the Weight Watchers version. No. And I got the rest of the pineapple here that I was keeping in my refrigerator. I got a little bit of all-purpose flour, and that's to make our roux. Now let me grab my spurtle. Yes, I said it. The spurtle. I love this thing. So we're going to melt this butter in the pan. And see, in this pan, there's like bits and pieces of whatever fat just like fell off and all those flavors from the ham, and it's so good. I'm like drooling. Calm down. Okay, I don't need my oven light anymore. So while this is getting all melted, let's see if we could scrape any more bits from, I added a little bit of chicken stock to this, maybe about a third of a cup, just to loosen up all of the goodness that this is. Oh my God, I cannot wait. Okay, let's add a little bit of flour and get this roux going. And the flour is going to help thicken up that gravy. So I added 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Just a typical roux. And when you feel like it's melted and nice and good, then we're going to add our juices from the ham. Because we can. Yes, we can. Whoop. Right in there. Nothing like those gorgeous flavors. Where's my Ferto? Let's get it all in there. All right. Oh, I see some more pieces there. You can't waste not, want not, my mama used to say. Let's see, we'll do it on this side. See all this deliciousness that was baked on the bottom there? All these delicious juices. You stir, keep stirring. Get everybody combined. Okay, put this aside. Now I'm going to add a little bit of my pineapple. Let me grab a spoon. Because we can. A little bit more of that fresh pineapple in there. A couple of tablespoons will do. And I could save this pineapple that's left in this. When I slice the ham and put the gravy over it, I could put even more pineapple. Pineapple goes so good with ham. It's one of those things. Now I have my chicken stock here just in case I needed a bit more. And what you're going to notice is that there's going to be some oil on the top. So you can certainly strain that out if you have one of those gravy strainers. I just use a spoon to get it out because it naturally separates. Oh, this is so good, Mama. So good. Oh, it's nice, deep color, and it's thickening up beautifully. And like I said, you don't have to add any spices or salt or anything to this because all those flavors, the ham is salty, so all those flavors are falling right into that gravy and making it absolutely gorgeous. And you just let this thicken up a little bit, and you got some gravy. It's got that deep, dark color. Oh. Okay, it's starting to thicken up a lot, so I'm going to add a little bit more chicken stock. Like I said, you're going to see that oil on the top, and it's going to separate. You could certainly get most of that out. Ooh. I need to taste this because I cannot stand myself. I just want to taste it just a little bit. Oh. Probably going to burn my mouth off, but I don't care. It needs the skin on the roof of the mouth. Mmm. Wow, that's delicious. I'm going to go a little bit heavier on the pineapple. I can taste a lot of salt in there. So I'm going to add a little bit more pineapple. Wow, I better rinse that spoon off. I'm telling you, this is delicious. It's perfect. Okay, guys, I'm going to finish up this gravy, and then I'm going to cut a couple of slices and show you what it's like, because it's delicious. All right, here we go. I'm going to give it a taste. I plated up a little bit and poured some of that gorgeous gravy. Look at the color in that gravy. It is unbelievable. And the ham is perfectly cooked. It's so tender and juicy. It's like falling apart. I have to. Oh my God, really? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's all I can say. Is wow. Now, I gotta have another bite. Maybe a little more. Wow. It's like, help, I'm eating and I can't stop. That's off the charts. Sorry. But it just is. Anyway, I hope you try this recipe. It is so good. Trust me. I will never steer you wrong when it comes to food, because I'm such a foodie. Anyway, try it. I hope you love it. Make this for your family. Make this on your next special occasion. Make this because you love ham. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm wishing everybody a happy holiday, happy Easter. If you happen to be watching this around the Easter time, please make this. Like and share and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. I'd love to hear from you. Please let me know your recipes. I would love to try yours as well. So, ciao. Enjoy.